Shalom Akia Bashima Shai Bakdam Slakia, from National DC camp. So dub honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Guild Millstone, to the faithful Akim, doing the book of Yabashima Shai with our reservations, being faithful to the end and the journey, Shalom Akim. Just another, lesson just to let brothers know you gotta keep on pushing in this truth. It's not easy. You're gonna catch hell, but nonetheless, it shouldn't discourage you from doing the work. So this is a quick lesson, just to boost your faith. So here you just have the so-called Edomite woman in Germany. What's her name? Ursula Haverberg. She's one of those folks you see around the world that talks about the Holocaust being a fictitious tale, that the whole event is, so basically a farce. And, the whole knowledge is out there. It's on the internet, folks know about it. But in Germany, denying that the Holocaust ever happened or questioning it gets you landed in jail, say up to 5 years, maximum to, to serve. So I'm just going to play it real quick. It's not the first time she's been arrested, they give her all kinds of nicknames as the Nazi grandma.
Sie ist extrem rechts, eine Dauerleugnerin, die öffentlich auch hier in Berlin auftritt und dabei bekräftigt, den Holocaust gab es nicht. Gaskammern in Auschwitz auch nicht. Das Z war kein Vernichtungs-, sondern nur ein Arbeitslager. Ihre Verteidigung sagt Meinungsfreiheit. Die Anklage wirft ihr Volksverhetzung vor. Mehrfach ist sie deshalb schon bestraft worden.
Ursula Habeck, 88 Jahre alt, Witwe eines früheren NSDAP-Führers. Selbst vielfach wegen Volksverhetzung verurteilt. Zuletzt, wenngleich noch nicht rechtskräftig, sogar zu Freiheitsstrafe. Eine unbelehrbare? Nur 10 Wochen nach dieser Verurteilung kommt es in Berlin zu der Tat, für die sie sich nun abermals vor Gericht verantworten muss. Januar 2016.
Yeah, so that's part of the point, Yabashima Shai has already told their elect that, you gotta be prepared, to go through the trials and tribulations, Read the book of Sirach, the 2nd chapter. It talks about when you come to serve the Lord, Yabashima Shai, you gotta prepare yourself for temptation, you get taken down to a lower state, your faith is going to be tried on several levels, It's just a purification process, it's going to be painful, Apostle Paul talks about it, but it has to happen, you got to go through this, the straight gate.
Lichtenrade. In einem Gasthof eine öffentliche Veranstaltung. Dabei unter anderem Berlins NPD-Chef Meenen. Haverbeck referiert über Bücher, in denen der Holocaust bezweifelt wird und zieht folgendes Fazit.
Das ist die einzige mögliche Schlussfolgerung. Den Holocaust hat es nicht gegeben. Es hat ihn nicht gegeben. Es steht im Internet und immer mehr Juden sagen es auch.
Nun abermals der Vorwurf der Volksverhetzung, den die 88-Jährige bestreitet. Sie habe lediglich wissenschaftliche Thesen erörtert. Sie bezweifle nicht den Holocaust, wohl aber die hohe Zahl von 6 Millionen.
So that's just need to let your brother see, So it's an 88-year-old, so-called white woman. She could be Jake, but at the end of the day, it's about the truth coming out, because the Messiah got to bring that knowledge to the forefront. It's one of the reasons why Esau wants to get rid of the internet. Yep, so it's interesting, Let me not talk too much, but she's been sentenced a couple of times, but she never served time in jail so far, because I always talk about her being fit to serve a sentence, 6 months, 5 months, 8 months, whatever, So this is Isaiah chapter 29. I start from verse 19. The meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord Yabashima Shai, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. So, they're later rejoicing right now that they're returning back to their nationality in spirit and in truth. They're getting this knowledge, in the purest form, you know. And then verse 20 says, "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off." So that time is coming, man. You know, two-thirds will be cut off. The power of the elite Edomites, you know, the heathen shall be cut off. You know, they're going to be brought down. "That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught." So the Most High is going to, you know, let his power be known, man. It's not going to let the elect be a laughing stock anymore before the nations, man. Because the Most High, you know, he takes his servants, the prophets. That's a very serious matter, you know. So I'll get another precept here. So it's the book of Amos chapter 5 and 10, man. Because brothers always think, you know, it's going to be a smooth journey with few kinks. But it's not going to be that way, man. Alright, so this Amos chapter 5 verse 10, it says, "They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly." Alright, so you know, it's where the Most High set it up, man. You know, good is set against evil, but at the end of the day, you know, the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Shai is going to prevail, you know. So brother shouldn't think it's strange, you know, concerning your salvation. You know, the leaven, you know, brothers are dealing with, it's got to be purged out. It's going to come at a cost. You know, brothers got to make that sacrifice. So it's, you know, it's encouraging, man. You see an elderly woman going through the, you know, the trials of this madness we have under Esau's rulership, you know. It's going to, just let brothers know, man. You got to keep on, man. Moving forward, man. You don't have time to be worrying about your life and your worries. Yeah, flip this back. So I get the book of Galatians, chapter 6. And this is verse 9. Let me verse 8. It says, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap everlasting life." So, you know, the work that we do is not for the flesh. It doesn't benefit the flesh. It benefits the Spirit, you know, because the Spirit and faith, you know, they go hand in hand, you know. We're not looking for, you know, a quick get-me-up, you know. This is about a long-term thing, you know. The kingdom is going to be for everlasting. So that's why we got to keep on, you know, focusing our mind on things that lead to everlasting life, you know. So that's why we sow in the Spirit. And verse 9 says, "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not." So that's just a nutshell, you know. The husbandman, you know, you got to plow the land, you know, clear out the weed, you know, plant the seed, water it, you know, take out some more weeds, you know, fertilize it here and there, and then, you know, it starts to spring up. And then when it's time for the harvest, you know, all that stuff takes time. That's what it's like doing the work of Yahweh Shem Shai. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes suffering, you know. So you gotta be long suffering in this knowledge, man. You know, you gotta count the cost, you know. So you just gotta have faith. And this is another precept here. You know, this is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 19. Yeah, so see, a lady is almost 90 years old, man. You know, she's dealing with a system over there in Europe. So here in Babylon, wherever I came out, you gotta learn how to deal with the, you know, with the troubles that comes with doing the work of Yahweh Shem Shai. So verse 9, 1 Peter 4:19 says, "Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of Yahweh Shem Shai commit their souls to him in well doing, as unto a faithful Creator." So, you know, you gotta take the Most High's program, man, you know, seriously. You know, it's not gonna be all sweet and juicy, just like the Apostle John in the book of Ezekiel, sweet in your mouth but bitter in your belly. That's the balance, of the scriptures. They hear about the blessings, the glory of the kingdom. You're happy, you're excited, but then at the same time, for you to get it, you gotta go through the tough experiences. That's how you get built up. So brothers gotta understand that it comes at a cost. Yahushua paid with his blood, so we're not greater than Yahushua. To avoid it, we all gotta go through that journey. Every man doing the work of Yahushua has his level of trial that he gotta go through. Ultimately, if it comes down to your life being the ultimate price, hey, you just gotta accept it. That's the way the Most High set it up. So that's this is Zechariah chapter 9. I read verse 12. So it says, "Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee." Alright, so it's just the Most High telling us, his servant, his hopeful servant, that you gotta stick with his plan, you gotta turn to him. There's no other way that we're gonna get salvation. You just gotta hope on Yahweh Shema Shai. Because being in Babylon, it's not a joke, man. It's so much madness that happens day and night that you don't even have the time to be thinking about it, man. Because if you keep on thinking about it, it's gonna drive you crazy. Just think about the scriptures. That's the only way you get through here with minimum damage. So Yahweh Shema Shai is already set up the path we have to walk in. Your testimony gotta be on point. You shouldn't be changing your testimony because you have a fear of losing your job, fear of folks doing you bodily harm. It's gonna come, the fear of losing the affection of your family members. Hey, Yahushua talked about it. So but I shouldn't be offended, man, for doing the Most High's work. Yahushua said, "Blessed is he that is not offended in him." Alright, so you shouldn't lose faith, man. You shouldn't lose your foundation because you're getting tried. You gotta stay faithful to the end. Alright, Akim, Yabashima Shabrakdam. Salutations to the elders and apostles of our great millstone. Brothers just gotta keep on, pushing forward, man. You don't have time to be worrying about the stress that the Edomites, will bring upon you, and as well as the heathen. It's part of the purification process. It's part of that refining, in the furnace of adversity. You just gotta take it, take the heat. Alright? Shalom, Akim.